Welcome to part 19 of the Lego City Undercover playthrough. Is everybody awake this session now? Alright, it's a new recording session. Bryan, you're awake right now, right?
Yes.
Alright, Josh,
yes.
You're awake now, right?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, cool. We haven't consistently had 5 people in here for a while now, so just want to make sure everybody's awake for this new session.
We do. One of us barely even talk, or two of us barely even talk.
So, well, I just want to make sure. I just want to make sure everyone is here for this one, because like I want to say it again while everybody's here. This playthrough is like technically 27 parts, but the campaign's only 25 parts. So the last 2 will just be extra overworld
fucking
stuff.
filler arc? Are we really gotta have a filler arc here?
I've said this before. It's just that not everybody was here, so I just want to make sure that now that everybody was here, everyone got the gist.
I like how so not only are we gonna have like 1 filler episode, but 2 in a row.
Yes. Well, they're not exactly like filler, I guess, in the traditional sense of anime, because we went into this in a bit in the DMC5, right?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, like filler levels.
Despite this probably coming out before DMC5, we recorded that like.
That specific part, yeah. But those who want to know what we said during DMC5 can subscribe. But trying to get back to the point, we like discussed briefly about like how, like what exactly constitutes filler.
What makes arc a filler arc?
Right. Yeah, and so like the companies have like a set number of like episodes they want to release, and
here's the thing. Most of the time it's because like they're either too close to manga or like they're running out of like the original shit, like the source material to work off of, so they have to like to make up their own shit.
To kind of make it a bit, it's to kind of
have enough, or like rather their original content that they want to do is a bit shorter than the quota they want to make with their episode numbers.
Well, it's probably more because they want to keep on like the people engaged, because like if they don't know how long it will take for like the mangaka to actually make more manga, or the light novel writers to release more light novels.
Or like you're more discussing like the type of medium of the manga itself. I'm talking about like specifically just general that doesn't have any connection with any outside material in anime terms.
No, man. Anime usually comes out of manga. It goes from life cycle from manga to anime, then sometimes to games.
Well, how often are animes like straight interpretations of mangas?
Like 95% of the time.
Okay. Yeah, it's almost always the anime is based on the manga.
Okay, I just wondered about that because me and Bryan were talking about like maybe there's some similar dynamic here with the comic books and then the comic book movies, right? Like we were saying, or like Bryan was saying the other day, that like the new Spider-Man movie that's gonna come out is like derivative of like a certain specific comic line, right?
Here's the thing. With anime, usually it's just like a more streamlined version of the manga.
I see.
Or the kind of cuts some shit, like usually cuts in like internal dialogue and stuff that helps the pacing, which is why people don't say the manga is always better, because the pacing is whatever you read at.
Yeah.
People usually just like to read the manga, or at least like when you hear somebody like when you ask somebody has read the manga and watched the anime, they're like, I like the manga better. Don't really know why, but they usually do.
I see. Alright, it's good to know that. Yeah?
Yeah, it's... Though, they don't really divert from, like, the source material too much. They really just cut a few things, but they don't really,
straight interpretations of a storyline.
Usually straight interpretation.
Yeah, it's not like they're inspired off of something. They just directly tell it again. right?
There's like there's like 2 that I know that do like, no, 3 that like don't follow like either the ending of the said manga, or just go off to their own and do their kind of their own thing.
I see. So like the Hollywood end.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's always funny when like Hollywood they make straight interpretations of books, and but like it's like almost 1-to-1, but then like the ending part of the movie is like almost 100% different than how the book ended.
Dude, there's this one anime, I don't even remember the name, where like the main heroine within the anime, in the manga she dies, like, and then it continues off of her death. But like in the anime, she lives and like has like a completely different story.
What the fuck?
And
Wow.
And like, you're like, I'm like, okay, so they really just went off to do their own thing.
Yeah.
Did they build off of that? Was that like a season?
No, it was
thing?
just one season 1, and then it just ends.
Just one season, then over?
Yeah.
Huh.
Most animes are like that. They're literally just like, because most animes are literally just, hey, this is basically a giant commercial for you to buy the manga.
Yeah. I've never heard it interpreted like that, but that's actually hilarious. Oh man.
Yeah.
Or just let you have it. So, oh well.
Well, like I'm like my only like exposure to anime and manga culture is via you guys, so I'm only taking what I hear off of you guys because I do not invest in
So yeah, okay, that's fair.
anime or manga culture myself. In fact, like the only anime thing that I saw just recently, I guess technically, are like the Star Wars Visions episodes.
Oh dude, I want to watch them.
Where would I hide my
Oh, they're
Trust me. All I know is from what I've learned from Carlos.
of anime. Yeah. Pretty
Yeah.
much me too.
And literally the only thing I really know is about SAO Abridged, and that's about it.
That's all you need to know, my guy.
Just that.
You're
Well,
not-
and a little bit of Attack on Titan.
Well, okay, I didn't know you watched that, but that's it. You have no.
But Colin got me to watch that.
Is there like a Lego like TV show that's basically an anime, and like one of the guys in the show is voiced by Goku?
Are you talking about Ninjago?
No.
Is that what it? I don't 100% remember. I just know it's something like Lego, and it's a TV show, and it basically looks like an anime.
I mean, Ninjago stars these 4 ninjas, and they save the planet every 15 seasons. Yeah.
That is very accurate.
Yeah, for sure. That might be what you're thinking of because like I've only seen like I stopped watching Ninjago like midway through season 6. I want to say they're now on season
never started.
15. Yeah, it's on it's on Netflix, isn't it?
Yes, and as far as I know,
it was done by Cartoon Network.
as far as I know, it's still going.
Yeah, because that's what I thought.
Fuckers, or I think it's still going.
I know that show
Let's see.
stopped.
No.
No, I think the only reason I say that it's the only reason I say it might still be going is because the last time I checked, it was still going. But because the voice actor for Cole died, I think they might stop it after his last season that he recorded.
Oh. Okay.
Oh, I did not hear that.
Because I know that before he died, he was able to record one more season of the show. So they might have stopped it after that season, but I don't know.
How did he die?
See? Now that's
I think it was.
What's the actor's name?
I don't remember, but I'm sure you can look at. I'm sure if you look up Lego Ninjago, like the TV show, you can probably find the actor, and then if you like click on his IMDb page, it'll probably show up like a cause of death. I want to say it was due to like a health-related issue, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, because all these guys are like.
Moro appears to be his name.
Say that again.
His name is Kirby Morrow.
Not ringing any bells.
Yeah, it doesn't remind. Doesn't.
Kirby.
only one more layer protecting the vault.
Does it say how he died?
I'm looking for it right now.
Gotcha. Yeah, because I'd assume like a health thing or something, because like these guys are relatively young, the cast.
Also, I found the show I was talking about. It's called Monkey Kid.
Monkey Kid?
Yeah.
It looks very anime.
It looks very anime, and like one of the characters in the show is voiced by the same guy who does Goku, which is really funny.
I've never heard of
of
this.
course, Monkey Kid.
Okay.
What's Monkey Kid? This is the Lego thing that you were talking about?
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't know anything about it. I just
probably
know
like
it's like
a derivative
a Lego anime. It's got Goku
West.
in it.
Probably derivative of Drink the
Okay.
West.
I found it.
What?
Yep.
So, sadly, he lost his life after a long history of alcohol addiction.
Really?
Fuck.
Yeah.
Wow. That's actually
Yeah,
sad.
so he died of substance abuse.
Damn. He was Cole.
That's the only thing I knew him from.
Yeah.
I barely even knew him from that.
I knew. I didn't know it was him, but I also know him from Cyclops from X-Men Evolution.
Interesting.
What the heck? Okay, now this has to be a Matrix reference. I'm sorry to completely go off tangent, but like, there's a whole bunch of the same type character. They look like Agent Smith. I'm sure this is supposed to be a Matrix.
Yeah, this is 100%
God.
Matrix reference.
Yeah, I don't recognize him in anything else.
Huh. Yeah, that is 100% Matrix reference. So you actually get two. The first one with the Kung Fu place, and the second one right now. Guess a bit of context for that. We just stole, attempted to steal. We didn't get away with anything. We broke into the richest man in Lego City's mansion, just so we could get a steal for ourselves. Yeah, Forrest Blackwell, that's the name. And I said this. I don't remember who was here and who was not, but Forrest Blackwell is kind of important to the story because of the environmental terrorists that he has been involved with. Because at the very, very beginning of this episode, it was kind of the explanation as to why he's important, why the plot just kind of revolves around it near the end.
Okay. Meet me at the south end of Promenade Gardens.
So that's what happened. We were trying to steal something from his place for ourselves, because we found out in the previous part that big plot shocker here, Vinny's boss is Rex Fury. Wow, who could have seen that coming? And so
with a brain.
Yeah,
everybody was actually paying attention, to be honest, because I just didn't care enough to actually pay attention to the whole.
Right. Yeah, their meeting went bad, and so Rex basically sends out a hit squad on Vinny, which we'll see a bit later in this part. But yeah, those two are not friendly anymore. Exactly.
Damn.
In fact, Vinny dies. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
In fact, he died.
But you spoiled it for us.
I'm kidding.
He's not gonna fucking die. There's a Lego game.
He doesn't
He's not gonna
die.
fucking die.
Yeah.
You can still have him die. Get disassembled.
Speaking of funny spoilers, I remember I think it was a few months ago, I jokingly said something about Gears of War 3 and Dom dying, and apparently Ethan had never played Gears of War 3.
Really?
Okay, so you want to know a little story about that now?
Okay.
So I actually do own Gears of War 1, 2, and 3, and I hadn't played. I've only had played 1 at the time of that Uncharted recording. So I finally did go back to play 2. I went through 1, then I played 2, and 2 is really fun. But then I put 3 in my disc. My copy of 3 is actually botched. It crashes after the first cutscene.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Get fucked.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember your reaction when I said that because you had not played the game.
I hadn't at that moment, and even if I had before that Uncharted recording, I wouldn't have been able to play it.
Yeah.
And even the very first cutscene too, it doesn't even load all the textures in. It's just the very base model of everyone.
Oh wow. Again, I had said that, but I had already expected that. I guess most people who had probably been watching it and in this recording had have probably played it or just don't care. I'd assume to put you in either one of those categories.
Yep.
That game is almost a decade old. If you hadn't played it by then, that's not my problem.
But at the same time,
People would have known.
I'm sorry, but like how that was brought up in the context of conversation, literally nobody would just yell out. It's like, oh, Gears of War 3. Hey, Dom dies!
Hey, that's me, man.
Dude,
And so it is a
the
you
same.
thing.
I think I was about to say.
I'm sorry, no, I'm still going to defend my obliviousness to the plot of Gears of War 3.
And I'm still gonna offend what I said.
Alright, fine, we're going to be at the stalemate.
He's a little bitch.
Fine, we're going to be at the stalemate, alright? My copy is still botched though.
Nothing you can do about that.
Yeah, there's nothing I can do about that, yeah.
Well,
no.
why don't we ask the rest of the group in here and see what they think?
I would have done the same. I would have done the same as Cameron.
Alright?
I haven't played any. I've only played Gears of War Judgment. I'm not a big Gears of War guy, and so I just don't care.
Alright, so we'll put Bryan in a different category.
He's just like the fucking like I don't give a fuck category.
Yeah.
Like,
Bryan's in the I don't care category.
Like, I'm sorry I just happen to be in this unique category, gang.
Well, Josh hasn't said anything.
What's Gears of War?
Hey, Josh is in his own category of not knowing what Gears of War is.
I think I've heard the name before, but I don't know anything about it.
It's a shooter.
It's a third-person shooter game. It's kind of like
Yeah, kind of like Uncharted, but none of the platforming or puzzle solving.
Did we already talk about this in the
Nah, it's like Uncharted, just minus the platforming and that I actually care about it.
Yeah, and like the shooting mechanics are a bit more fleshed out, or like they're more tank-like in Gears than they are in
The guns also have melee options on them as well.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
Like they have a chainsaw.
Like the
or,
chainsaw,
bayonet.
like literally the chainsaw bayonet. There's no reason to get rid of the chainsaw bayonet. That is like the best melee weapon in the game.
Oh,
I don't know why you haven't
it's
traded it out for
awesome.
anything else.
Yeah, the chainsaw and bayonet are like awesome.
Yeah, I don't know why. Like in specific shooter games, I find this more like common in shooter games than anything else. But like, they give you your default gun just happens to be the best one in the game. I don't know why that is.
Yeah, I don't understand that either.
No, yeah.
It do be like that sometimes.
Honestly.
Yeah,
No,
because
but seriously, I recommend you do play Gears of War. It's great.
yeah, it is really fun.
Did you hear him? He said he's already played 1 and 2. He just can't play 3.
I'm talking about like Josh.
Or like generally, or like the audience rather.
Yeah, the Josh and generally.
No, Vinny did die. I did lie.
But there's no need to tease.
You liar!
We put it back together, right? Yeah.
I did put him back together.
Because that's how that works, y'all.
That is.
Lego.
We revived him.
Like that.
Someone shattered because they froze to death. Just put them back together.
Get some fucking super glue.
Some super glue, put them back together, get some studs out of it, get some money.
Yeah, I even locked Vinny Papalardo as a playable character by doing that.
Yeah, put them back together, and then you become him.
Oh man,
You just absorb him into yourself.
I love this game. I really
We're
do.
one and the same.
You call it Doctor Strange, you're just like, whoa.
I would never simp for a girl.
Not like Doctor Strange, at least.
Yeah. Sorcerer Strange, on the other hand, though.
Sorcerer Supreme.
Yeah, Sorcerer Supreme, that's right. But yeah, this is what I was talking about. Like, Rex and Vinny are no longer friends, and this is Rex putting a hit out onto Vinny. And so they're just raiding his ice cream parlor right now. I actually like that we do get an ice cream parlor level in this game. It's really fun, and I like the background music that goes along with this level as well. Very Italian.
Yes.
Very derivative of a traditional Italian music, and I like it. And it's not like very rambunctious either. It's like nice, chill background music, if you would.
Yeah, because you don't seem to be like doing a lot of shit. Like, yeah, you find enemies, but they're like very, very like far in between because you're not like overrun by anything. You're just casually walking around.
Say that again. I don't think I heard that correctly.
We were just casually walking around most of the time in that level.
Yeah. And I ended up the part a bit awkwardly there.
Yeah, it did look a little funky.
Yeah, we're getting to the latter half of the game, so parts are going to be ending off kind of wonky.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit.